This is Ammar, 1st of January 2003 to 23. This is a recording of me. I don't know what for, don't know why. It's a recording of who I am, who I was. It felt like trying something different. We'll see where this goes.
Hello, my name is Ammar Hassan. I'm 45 years old and my job is a software tester. I've been overweight for most of my adult life, so we're talking 25, 30 years. Low self-esteem, lack of confidence, just eat bad food, and it just carried on into my adult life. I've got a job now. I can pay for my own food. I can hide away and eat whatever I want and just no one's gonna care, and I'm not even gonna care. I think I was 190 something kilograms, 195, 60-inch waist jeans, 60 inches. That's ridiculous. Just saying out loud. In terms of the health in general, my blood pressure has always been high, and I was taking medication for it. I had mobility issues in terms of achy knees and back pain, low back pain because of the excess weight. I had psoriasis, skin conditions on my elbows and knees. Just all the associated health issues related to being overweight, I had them. And every time I go to a GP, I could see them saying, look, you know what the solution is. You need to lose weight. You need to get healthier for your life to be under control, for both from a physical perspective and from a mental perspective. This is the only solution for you to think about. And I remember my mum crying at one point saying, well, you need to do something about yourself because I can see you're not doing well. That wasn't enough for me to change anything in my life. And I was there for another maybe 5 years of just that cycle of viciousness, self-hatred and self-pity and just not feeling great about my life and what's the point of living almost. All the way up until last year, I've been on the waiting list on the NHS for bariatric surgery for years, and I've always been pushing off saying, don't you have any self-power to change it? I know some people might feel that's the way out for them, that's the solution, and yes, it is a solution. Something inside me said to me, no, surely you can do it yourself. Surely you can make a difference to your life. So all these things combined, and I would mull it over. I think I mulled it over for a year, or maybe a couple of years now, just thinking, what am I going to do about my life? How am I going to get out of this deep hole I'm in? What can I do to kind of make a difference and not give in to having surgery that I'm not even sure if it works? So I did a Google search that said, local gyms, and I saw Ultimate Performance come up, and I looked at some of the reviews on there. And I was amazed with some of the transitions and some of the things they were saying. It looked amazing. I felt like this was something I had to do. Was I desperate? I think I was desperate to make a difference. Did I have willpower? I wasn't sure. Was I getting too old? I'm 45 years old. Is that something that would stop me from being able to do any exercise, enough exercise to lose weight and so on? I had all these doubts. I didn't know. So I came in and started the journey from that point.
So I think he came in like September last year. So remember, he was quite a big guy. So he was kind of struggling, coming up the stairs as well. So I could sense he was the guy that we had a chance to change his life, basically. We discussed about the product, what we do. The main thing for him is to thinking about the end of the journey, but also thinking about the next step, which is coming to the gym, fell in love with the gym, fell in love with the training, but also understanding that it's not on his own.
When I came in for the first chat, I didn't get a sense of being judged. I felt hope. Yeah, well, clearly you need to lose weight. You definitely need to get healthier. Here's what we can do here. I felt lack of confidence going into the gym, like I was going to get stared at, or I am getting stared at. People are judging me already. I don't get that. I've never had that sense here. Everyone's here on their own journey. It doesn't matter where your starting point is. Everyone can share and relate to what you're going through. And that felt so powerful. I wasn't alone. And having the goal ahead of me actually did help. So at that first session, we kind of we did all the initial measurements, and we really got down to, well, in 2 months' time or a month's time, this is what we're going to get to. And I looked at the number, I said, no way we're going to reach that at all in that time period. And we did. I did not think we'd make this much progress in that amount of time. I remember getting to 150 and saying, my goodness me, this is happening a lot quicker than I ever thought it would. It's like, now I'm into some new territory. Getting down to 95, that's the lowest I'd ever been in my adult life here. That was a shock. I made it, and it's not even been a year yet. I'm 89.9 now. Am I below 90? Unbelievable. Like, pinching myself a moment to say I've made that kind of achievement.
The challenge, I think it's a fact of like being overweight for such a long time. I think that's the main challenge, right? So for me, it's almost like helping identify himself in the new person that he was about to become, but also taking really one step at a time. So rather than just thinking about having this amount of calories, just training, is thinking about falling in love, creating new habits, a new routine, something they can feel happy about it. Something that they feel, okay, I cannot wait to come to the session on Monday. I cannot wait to come to the session on Wednesday. Cannot wait to make a better decision. And over the course of the time, as soon as he starts dropping 10 kilo, 20 kilo, it becomes easy for him. I think the main thing, a lot of clients, they come in and they realize all of a sudden everything is different. Like for the first time in their life, they got a trainer that truly cares about them. And that makes a massive difference, right? Whether it's like a daily check-in, a message in the morning, a message in the evening, but also like having the greatest session every single time. Like the feeling of like, I hate you, but I love you at the same time. So yeah, I think that makes a massive difference.
The version of me a year ago to the version of me, I'm a much happier person now. So one big word is relief. I can walk onto a tube train and sit down on the seat, and two people can sit next to me, and I don't feel like I'm elbowing them or bulging or anything like that. I can go into a plane now and not have to ask for this belt extension. I can just feel relaxed and chill out. The sense of self-hatred and so on doesn't exist anymore. And to do that in a year, again, I thought this would be a multi-year process. I didn't think I'd get to this point so quickly, relatively. It's definitely had a knock-on effect of people around me as well. Well, a few people said, well, how have you done that? What did you change? Bariatric surgery? No, I haven't done that. I'm so happy to be where I'm at now. I used to have to go online to buy my clothes and go to specialist shops to buy clothes because I couldn't go to normal shops. Triple X, 4X, 5X clothes, shirts and stuff. I just take what I could get because I didn't have much choice. Now being able to walk into any shop, any shop, and know that I can get a medium, even some smalls on me, and feel comfortable in it. It's shock. It's a complete shock. I look at myself and go, almost, who is that person? I would look at myself in the past and it would take me a few seconds to look away again. I was just disgusted at myself. I didn't need anyone else to say anything, and no one has. It's you yourself that's saying that to yourself. Your inner voice saying, you look like a wreck. You look terrible. I hate how you look. I hate myself. So now I look at myself and go, okay, wow, I guess I'm not so hateful of myself. I think I feel fine with myself.
And what does your mum say about all this?
She's, not to get too emotional about it, but she's happy to still be alive and to have seen me gone through this. She's very, very grateful, and she's very happy for me because she was worried I was going to die young or she was going to pass away before she got to see me in a healthy state. And obviously I think every parent wants to see their children succeed in life. And while professionally I maybe have done okay with my life, pretty good, personally not so good. So she's over the moon about it. So all my health metrics are in a really good situation, so much better than last year. I don't have to take blood pressure tablets. I don't have to take anything for treatment for skin conditions and so on. I have to attribute most, if not all of that, to the kind of work I've done in the past year, because I was having these issues in the past and now they're not happening now. So it's got to be part of the physical change that I've made to myself, as well as my mindset. 100% it's been worth it. No amount of time, no amount of money, it doesn't matter. When it comes to your life, your health, your well-being, how you feel in yourself. For me, I'm happy with what it was taking for me to get here. It has been worth the effort. I wasn't sure at first if I had the energy. I did have the energy, and maybe more than I realized. And I think that's what the same for everybody. Maybe we overestimate how much effort it will take to kind of make these changes in ourselves. For me, the combination of all these things, has been very much worth it for me to be the person I am now, the mindset I have, the happiness I have in myself. For sure, it's been worth it.
I think like the main takeaway I'm taking from Ammar's story is like he started, he never looked back. Then he fell in love with the journey. That's the main thing. But also he was not fixated with the end product only. He knew that was there sooner or later, but he fell in love with the journey. And that's a secret. I think you can witness the way he trains, the way he talks, the way he walks. He was always looking down at the beginning when I met him. So now he's confident, he's stronger, he's fitter. And honestly, he's possibly gonna live like 20 years longer as well.
I wish he'd met me a year ago. I don't think you would recognize me. I'm such a different person from back then, I think, because of the benefits I've gained from just getting healthier in my body and my mind. But if I can do that, and I came from a situation of no hope, if I can do that and make a difference to my life, I really believe that other people can. Follow this process. You might not enjoy it at first, you might not like it, you might not believe it, but you need to do something to change your life. If you want to get healthier, if you want to live for longer, push yourself over the edge to come in here for that first time, and then hopefully you'll realize the benefits of it. That's what's happened for me.
Hello, my name is Ammar. I'm standing in the same spot I was about a year and a half ago. Still not sure why I took that recording. I think something inside me felt like I was going to die young, and I just wanted to record something for people to remember me by, for friends and family. So in the end, it's kind of like locked in time, that person I was back then, and it's amazing to kind of think about how different I am now than I was back then. So if you need to kind of get started, it's something that you need to do for yourself. No one else can force you to do that. Once you take the plunge, I think you'll be glad you did it, whatever you're doing, whatever it takes to kind of get you into a better place physically and mentally. It's worth it, and it's never too late. Thanks, good luck, and goodbye.